Right.
However, the man does not have to deal with that. Like he doesn't have to. So if he sees a black girl, she may fit that stereotype. She has I'm going to say 70% chance of fitting that stereotype. Wow. Why should he bet on that 70% when he can swipe right?
70?
Not 70. I'm just not 70.
Are you that way?
I just made up that number.
A black woman, are you that way?
So I mean,
yo, you guys are perpetuating the stereotype by cutting her off. Real talk. She's trying to articulate her point, and y'all, who cuts her off? The black girls at the table.
Black women are born from a place that is true. We can, and I say we as a collective, like we can be aggressive, we can be assertive, we can be masculine, we can basically disregard the family unit. Like, and I'll summarize this, but Thomas Sowell writes about it that post-slavery in the Reconstruction era and in the Jim Crow era in the 50s, 60s, where it's like the most racist, the black nuclear family was still intact. Mother, father in the home with all the children. Post the 70s, second wave, third wave, radical feminism that told you have sex with whoever you want and then kill the child after, has given us a sense of like, well, my body's not important, my family's not important, having a man is not important. Our music tells us that. Like, country music's not telling anyone to divorce their husband. It's rap music that's telling us like, get rid of your man, you don't need him. So like,
facts.
Those stereotypes are born from a true place. It has nothing to do with racism.
What's up, guys? Boogie back again. So guys, welcome back to another video. Guys, as you have just watched in that first clip, man oh man, this live stream was crazy. If you want to go watch the full live stream, I'll put the Fresh and Fit link down below. Go subscribe, go watch the live stream. But as you guys have watched, man, this video, this live stream was crazy. All right, the black women were, you know, going in. So as you guys have seen, one lady was, you know, giving her perspective, and the other lady didn't like it. They didn't like that she was holding them accountable. All right, so I'm gonna give my perspective, my opinions on the situation of why maybe black women are considered masculine, or the stereotypes, this and that. But you guys comment down below what you guys think. Let's go finish the video, then I'll come back and give my opinion. All right, let's go.
We can, and I say we as a collective, like we can be aggressive, we can be assertive, we can be masculine, we can basically disregard the family unit. Like, and I'll summarize this, but Thomas Sowell writes about it that post-slavery in the Reconstruction era and in the Jim Crow era in the 50s, 60s, where it's like the most racist, the black nuclear family was still intact. Mother, father in the home with all the children. Post the 70s, second wave, third wave, radical feminism that told you have sex with whoever you want and then kill the child after, has given us a sense of like, well, my body's not important, my family's not important, having a man is not important. Our music tells us that. Like, country music's not telling anyone to divorce their husband. It's rap music that's telling us like, get rid of your man, you don't need him. So like, facts. Those stereotypes are born from a true place. It has nothing to do with racism. You know, no offense to anyone who brought it up, but like in the most racist time in America, the black family was intact. So it has nothing to do with that.
Don't you see that was a problem for them?
That's why she bought the book. She makes sense.
That's a good breakdown. Oh man,
that was great.
That was the most racist time in America, when slaves were free.
Well, I would argue that freeing the slaves was the least racist thing that could be done at the time.
So you're quoting that the most unracist time in America.
Well,
the most racist time in America is what you said.
Well, keep in mind that only 1%, less than 1% of the population in 1860, where slavery was at its highest, actually owned slaves.
So did you forget of the drug epidemic that came about in the 60s and 70s that actually split apart the black families along with the feminists?
Well, the drug epidemic, that's an entirely separate thing. Like, you get into
so it has nothing to do with black people, African Americans. It wasn't targeted to African American communities.
Well, I don't know about a specific community being targeted, but I mean, black people.
Okay, I'll rest my case.
I don't think we're talking about dating apps specifically, right? Like, I'm not saying
no.
I'm not saying anything about drugs or anything like that. But we're asking, why are black women swiped on the least? And it's because we do not value other men telling us what to do, being around us, being in our lives. We don't value having their children.
Other men
we
or
have
men,
we have like have you ever watched Divorce Court or Judge Joe Brown? It's
Those are
always a
scripted,
black woman.
ma'am.
Yeah, but that's
It's
fake. They
always
just
a
asked me to
fake.
come on there and pay me. What are
Exactly,
you
they're
talking about?
fake.
It's fake. Don't go off of that. Come on now.
I understand
That's your
that
logic
it's TV,
to go
but
back to?
why aren't they gonna ask a white woman to go on Divorce Court? Because she's not gonna be as loud and ratchet and funny
It's
and
just not
hilarious.
public. I come from
It's not going to be as entertaining.
It's
We've
not
been
gonna
the
be as
entertainment of the
entertaining.
country since
That's
before.
why they're gonna hire
What she's trying to say
TV.
is that
We've been the
in one of
entertainment.
the worst times to be an African American, black families were together. Black women stood by their black man, as she was saying before, right? So what she's saying now is that fairly equal across the board nowadays, right? And you can argue that minorities might even have an advantage over Caucasians.
Yeah.
And the stereotypes of black women are worse now than they were back then, is what she's trying to
They
articulate.
are.
Yes.
Because we have social media.
Right.
Well, no, because we are given, I would argue, too much freedom to do whatever we want, and not being held back by some semblance of modesty has made us, like, for the most part, run around in the streets like lawlessly.
Yeah, but isn't that-
it doesn't reflect well on us as a whole?
So
you don't think
when a
it's
man is
more
swiping on Tinder, he's gonna be like, well, she's black, she runs in the street, she's loud, she's obnoxious, she's aggressive, she's
But
masculine,
that's
she's
a
rude.
thing of free will. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Which means if your free will, it
Your
means that
free will
you
is to be
behave.
masculine and aggressive and assertive.
Yeah, you're
and
controlling your
that.
actions.
Right.
However, the man does not have to deal with that. Like, he doesn't have to. So if he sees a black girl,
He
she
assumes.
may fit that stereotype. She has I'm going to say 70% chance of fitting that stereotype. Why should he
Wow.
bet on that 70% when he can swipe
70%.
right?
70?
Not 70.
I'm just
Not
gonna,
70.
Are you that
I just
way?
made up that
A
number.
black woman, are you that way?
So do
I mean,
Yo, you guys
I
are
don't-
perpetuating the stereotype by cutting her off.
Yeah.
Real talk. She's trying to articulate her point, and y'all, who cuts her off? The black girls at the table.
All right, guys, so you guys watched the clip. All right, what do you guys think? First of all, I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge that you know, at least for the first time, it wasn't Myron giving his perspectives. He let the ladies go back and forth and, you know, just have a conversation between each other. And obviously the lady who ended up you know, holding other ladies accountable is like, hey, listen, the stereotype about black women is this and this and this and that, and she gave her reasons why she thinks that's the stereotype. All right, listen, black men, as we black men, we have stereotypes of being thugs and this and this and that, but there are also stereotypes about black women. Now she went on and she's like, you know, listen, the reason why we are considered masculine or aggressive, obnoxious, because of the rap music, because of the media, because we are out here doing exactly what we are portrayed to be. You know, you guys have seen on social media the whole independent, don't need a man, men are trash, blah 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 blah, right? We've seen the city girls, you know, the rap music, the women, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But this lady comes on to, you know, be like, hey, listen, this is why this is happening, this is why we're considered masculine. Man, the other ladies didn't like it at all. She's like, hey, I think they were like, you gotta stick with a sister code, all right, or sisterhood, whatever they want to call it, where women, you know, just keep holding themselves on the higher, you know, they don't like to put themselves down no matter what's going on, you know. So in this video, man, they were going at her, but you know, I applaud her for standing up for what she believes in, but also for holding herself accountable. And this is the part where this is where they missed everything that she was talking about. She included herself. She wasn't saying she's an angel. She wasn't saying she doesn't act the same way. She was simply recognizing what's going on in the community when it comes to relationships between black men and black women. And she's like, listen, this is how we act. This is why we act, but we need to be better. We shouldn't instead blame men for why they see us the way we are. Because just like a man, if you're broke, you shouldn't be blaming women why they're not choosing you. All right, you shouldn't be like, oh, why do women call me dusty? Why do they call me broke? Why do they call me this and that? Just be better. All right, look in the mirror and be like, okay, women usually like this about men. What should I do better? You shouldn't be blaming women for liking men who have resources and can provide. So if you want to go watch the whole video, it was a live stream. It was very fun. You know, I learned a lot. It was refreshing to see women have a decent conversation between each other. But as always, if one woman comes out and tries to hold other women accountable, she gotta be ready for the fire for from the rest of the ladies on the panel. And exactly this is what happened. The other ladies didn't like what she was saying and they came for her, but she still stood tall. She stood 10 toes down. She held herself firm, and she kept giving her points, and I applaud her for that. Go watch that full video. I'm gonna leave the link down below. Comment down below what you guys think. Was she right? All right, was she right about the stereotypes, or should men just accept women the way they are? All right, what do you guys think? Comment down below. Till next time, subscribe. Peace.